So this leads us to this year. School year 2020-2021 is definitely unusual, definitely one for the history books, as they like to say. We began this year and we didn't know whether we would be remote or hybrid or in person fully. It was all up in the air. Thinking with my co-teacher about curriculum for this year and looking over what is required by the district, we decided to think about the year in three parts. In general, I have a sort of seasonal approach to curriculum planning. The fall, the winter, and the spring. And based on both the seasonal structure and the getting to know you that happens throughout the year, I tend to align projects that go with those orientations. Which leads us to part 3 of our presentation, Agents of Change. In the summer of 2020, I was reassigned to senior English, which I was thrilled about because that is my preferred grade level are the juniors or the seniors. Since Lafayette International High School has only had one class of graduating seniors as the school phased in, I was thrilled to be given the position, appointed the position of senior English teacher. In the summer, we didn't know whether or not we would be in person or hybrid or fully remote. And so in examining the BPS curriculum, I wanted to make both this year obtainable. I wanted this year to be both obtainable and exciting for the seniors, knowing that they had a very difficult year ahead. As one of my students eloquently and sadly put it, my childhood was stolen by war and my youth has been taken by this pandemic. Period. I knew that I wanted to create a project where the students would feel that they had created something, that they had been involved in something that was important and significant. Important and significant. So looking at the seasonal structural approach to curriculum, in the beginning, it's the fall, it's coming off of the summer, and the students are getting reacquainted with one another, and oftentimes you are getting to know them for the first time. So I love to start with identity. Where students are exploring themselves. So perhaps you are instructing new skills, but through familiar content, the content in this case being themselves. So this year we began with an exploration of the hero's journey, Joseph Campbell's examination of the commonality of myth across human cultures. And the students created a personal timeline using the online application Padlet to create a visual timeline of 10 significant events and people and experiences in their life. We then read and explored the wonderful personal narrative by Laguna Pueblo Native American author Leslie Marmon Silko, her essay, Yellow Woman and the Beauty of the Spirit. Taking a similar lens that the students took in examining themselves, we looked at how Leslie Marmon Silko develops her idea and understanding of what true beauty is through her encounters with her grandmother and her ancestors' stories of the Yellow Woman. Period. The students then took a look at their timelines and selected significant events or people or experiences from their timeline to then construct their college essays. Our next unit of study focused on the life and autobiography of Malcolm X. Period. This time the students worked in collaborative groups to create a timeline of Malcolm X's life, again examining the significant people, events, and experiences that shaped his life and worldview. Period. Through this collaborative effort, they had a deeper understanding of the changes and work that Malcolm X enacted in his lifetime, and used that tool to then craft their essay, where they explored what they thought were the most significant events and the effect they had on his life. Is the world getting better or worse? Of course, this you could ask, it depends on where and when you're talking about the world. If we consider the long view, if we consider the last 250 years, which according to Steven Pinker and others, the world has in fact become a better place for human beings. Maybe not for some of the animals that have become extinct,